An archaeologist just uncovered an ancient secret chamber in what was believed to be the oldest city in the world. The relics inside are so shocking they're threatening to rewrite human history, but authorities may be trying to cover it up. Could this discovery be one of the greatest of all time? What does it really mean for our past? And why might some powerful people want to keep it secret? Let's take a deep dive into this fascinating story. The excavation site is located at the top of Urgele Hill, near the ancient Mesopotamian city of Eridu. Legend has it that this was the first city ever built and the home of mankind. In 2018, satellite images revealed a huge subterranean structure beneath the hill. Using ground-penetrating radar, researchers identified what appeared to be a massive rectangular void, more than 100 feet below the surface. Scientists estimate that this underground cavity measures between 650 and 980 feet long and is completely sealed off from the rest of the site. But how could such a big secret have been hidden for so long? It turns out that the hill itself is actually an artificial mound that has grown over thousands of years. Locals call it a tel, which comes from the Dutch word for raised mound. Over the centuries, debris and waste were dumped at the top, gradually building up the height. Eventually, the mound grew so large that it covered the remains of the ancient city beneath. It wasn't until archaeologists began excavating the site in 1950 that they made any discoveries. They found artifacts dating back to the Uruk period, which lasted from roughly 4000 to 3100 BC. This would make Erech the oldest known city in the world. However, new excavations have revealed that there is still much more to uncover. On September 12, 2023, a team led by archaeologist Sargon of the University of Pennsylvania Museum of Archaeology and Anthropology uncovered a doorway leading into the underground void. The opening was buried nearly 10 feet under the ground and had been sealed with bricks for thousands of years. After carefully removing the debris, they pried open the door and descended into the dark and dusty chamber. What they found inside would shock the scientific community. The chamber contains hundreds of clay tablets inscribed with ancient cuneiform script. Some date back as far as 1800 BC. Researchers also discovered a collection of tools, jewelry, and other artifacts from various periods in history. Perhaps even more exciting is that there appears to be a tunnel leading further into the hill. However, it's too dangerous for archaeologists to explore at the moment. One of the most perplexing artifacts found in the chamber is a series of clay discs. Each disc has a different symbol stamped into it. These have never been seen before, and scientists don't know what they mean yet. However, researchers say that the repetition of symbols on the discs could indicate some kind of counting system or numerical record. This could help experts better understand ancient Mesopotamian society and economy. Another intriguing discovery is a collection of cylinder seals. These are small, thin cylinders that were rolled across damp clay to leave an imprinted stamp. Cylinder seals were used for a variety of purposes, including as a signature or to denote ownership. Some of the seals found in the chamber bear ancient royal insignia, suggesting a connection to the city's elite. But perhaps the most remarkable find is a piece of copper wire. Researchers have determined that it dates back to 2600 BC, making it at least 4,600 years old. What's so special about a piece of wire, you might ask? The answer lies in the fact that according to our current understanding of history, metalworking was invented independently in two places and at roughly the same time. One was in the Middle East, where we can trace the earliest evidence of metal tools and weapons back to around 3300 BC. The other cradle of civilization was in what is now northern China, where artifacts suggest metalworking emerged around the same time. Until now, historians have assumed that these two events were unrelated and occurred independently. But the discovery of such an old piece of copper wire in Mesopotamia challenges that theory. This raises some important questions. Could there have been other independent cradles of civilization? Did ancient societies develop advanced technologies earlier than we realize? Or could this artifact be much younger and somehow slip through the cracks of the historical record? For example, it's possible that the wire was part of a modern hoax. However, researchers have analyzed the copper and determined that it's at least 4,000 years old. Furthermore, if someone had planted the wire at the site, they would have had to dig through at least 10 feet of debris to reach the burial chamber. This makes it unlikely that the artifact is a modern fake. Whatever the truth may be, this discovery has already rewritten our understanding of ancient Mesopotamian history. It shows that humans had a sophisticated knowledge of engineering and technology thousands of years earlier than previously believed. The implications are far-reaching and could revolutionize our entire perception of the ancient world. So far, mainstream media outlets have ignored this story, but the truth is likely to come out eventually. For now, many conspiracy theorists are claiming that the artifacts found in the underground chamber are proof that ancient civilizations were far more advanced than we realize. According to these theorists, the Sumerians and other Mesopotamian cultures possessed technologies that we only dream of today. They believe that these ancient societies had access to sources of energy that we have discovered yet, and that they used this power to build incredible structures like the pyramids and other megaliths. Unfortunately, much of this evidence has been lost to time or deliberately covered up by those in power. Some believe that the Sumerians had a written language that they used to record their history. and passed down their knowledge to future generations. However, almost all of their writings have been destroyed, leaving us with only a few fragments of their ancient texts. Others argue that the Sumerians kept their advanced knowledge secret, and that only a select few were allowed to learn about it. When the Sumerian Empire collapsed, this knowledge was passed down through secret societies who have kept it hidden from the masses ever since. It's easy to see why so many people have become fascinated with this idea. If ancient civilizations like the Sumerians really were more advanced than we thought, it would revolutionize our understanding of human history. It would also prove that we aren't alone in the universe, and that there are other intelligent beings out there who have reached a higher level of technological advancement. But unfortunately, there is very little evidence to support these claims, and most of the so-called proof that can be found online is nothing more than speculation or misinterpreted data. Despite this, some people still cling to the belief that ancient civilizations were more advanced than we realized. They point to unexplained archaeological finds like the Baghdad battery or the Antikythera mechanism as evidence of this. But there is no concrete proof that these objects are anything more than ordinary items that have simply been misunderstood. So what does this all mean for our understanding of ancient history? The truth is that we have only scratched the surface when it comes to unraveling the mysteries of the past. There is so much that we do want to know about the ancient world that it's impossible to say for sure what kinds of technologies they had access to. However, what we do know is that ancient civilizations were capable of some truly remarkable feats of engineering and innovation. They developed sophisticated systems of agriculture, built monumental structures, and created works of art that have stood the test of time. It's important to approach this topic with a healthy dose of skepticism. Just because something seems extraordinary doesn't mean it's true. We must rely on evidence and reason when evaluating claims about the ancient world. While it's fun to speculate about the possibility of ancient aliens and advanced technologies, we should be wary of falling for every sensational headline or YouTube video that comes our way. Instead, let us focus on supporting legitimate archaeological research and learning about the ancient world in a responsible and informed way. With that said, the recent discovery of the underground chamber in Iraq is certainly a cause for excitement. Who knows what other secrets the ancient world has yet to reveal? As archaeologists continue to explore and uncover new artifacts, we may learn that our current understanding of history is only a tiny fraction of what there is to know. It's an exciting time to be alive, and I, for one, can't wait to see what the future holds for the field of archaeology. Researchers plan to continue excavating the site and hope to uncover more artifacts that can shed light on the history of ancient Mesopotamia. But some conspiracy theorists believe that authorities may try to cover up the discovery and prevent the public from learning the truth. They claim that certain powerful interests don't want us to know how advanced ancient civilizations really were. What do you think? Is there more to this story than meets the eye? Or are the conspiracies just wild speculation? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share for more updates. Thanks for watching.